Welcome! Today we're making a delicious shrimp zucchini pasta using zoodles or zucchini noodles for a healthy twist. So gather your ingredients and let's get started. Let's start by gathering our ingredients. For the zucchini noodles, you'll need 4 medium zucchinis, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and a bit of salt and pepper. For the shrimp, get 1 pound of large shrimp, peeled and deveined, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and if you like a bit of heat, add 1/2 teaspoon of chili flakes. Don't forget salt, pepper, and 1 lemon for juicing. For the sauce, have 1/2 cup of cherry tomatoes, 1/4 cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes, 1/4 cup of white wine or chicken broth, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1 tablespoon each of fresh basil and parsley. Lastly, 1 tablespoon of butter is optional for a richer sauce. Ready to cook? Let's get started. First, let's make our zucchini noodles or zoodles. You'll need 4 medium zucchinis. Use a spiralizer or julienne peeler to create long, thin noodles. If you don't have these tools, a regular peeler will work for thin ribbons. Place the zoodles in a colander, sprinkle them with a little salt, and let them sit for about 10 minutes. This process helps draw out excess moisture. After the zoodles have sat for 10 minutes, pat them dry with a paper towel to remove any excess water. This step is crucial to avoid soggy zoodles later on. Once they're dry, they're ready to be cooked. Now that your zoodles are ready, it's time to cook them. Heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, add your zoodles. Cook them for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. You want them to be tender but still slightly crisp, so be careful not to overcook. Season them with a bit of salt and pepper to taste. When they're done, remove them from the skillet and set them aside. This keeps them from becoming too soft while we prepare the rest of the dish. Let's move on to the shrimp. In the same skillet, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and heat it over medium-high heat. Add 3 minced garlic cloves to the skillet and cook for about 1 minute until fragrant. Next, add 1 pound of large shrimp, peeled and deveined. Season them with 1 teaspoon of paprika and, if you like a bit of spice, add 1/2 teaspoon of chili flakes. Season with salt and pepper. Cook the shrimp for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until they turn pink and are cooked through. Finally, squeeze the juice of 1 lemon over the shrimp and toss them to coat. Once cooked, remove the shrimp from the skillet and set aside. With the shrimp done, let's move on to the sauce. In the same skillet, add 1/2 cup of cherry tomatoes and 1/4 cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes. Cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes until the tomatoes start to soften. Pour in 1/4 cup of white wine or chicken broth and let it simmer for a few minutes to reduce slightly. This will create a flavorful base for our sauce. Stir in 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Continue to cook until the cheese melts and combines well with the tomatoes. If you're using butter for extra richness, add 1 tablespoon at this point. Add the fresh basil and parsley if you're using it and stir well. Now it's time to bring everything together. Return the cooked zoodles and shrimp to the skillet with the sauce. Toss everything together until well combined and heated through. This ensures that the zoodles and shrimp are coated with the delicious sauce. If you prefer, you can adjust the seasoning with a bit more salt and pepper. Let it cook for an additional minute to make sure everything is well mixed and warm. This step is essential for blending all the flavors together. Finally, let's serve our dish. Divide the shrimp zucchini pasta among your plates. Garnish with extra Parmesan cheese and sprinkle some fresh basil or parsley if you like. Serve immediately while everything is still hot. And lastly, let's go over a few tips to make your shrimp zucchini pasta perfect. First, when cooking the zoodles, avoid overcooking them. They should be tender, but still have a slight crunch. Overcooked zoodles can become mushy, so aim for about 2 to 3 minutes in the skillet. To add extra flavor, consider a splash of white wine or a squeeze of lemon juice to the sauce. It can really brighten up the dish. When cooking the shrimp, be careful not to overdo it. Shrimp cook quickly and can become tough if overcooked. They're done when they turn pink and are opaque. For a richer sauce, you can add 1 tablespoon of butter, which adds a creamy texture and enhances the flavor. Lastly, if you're making this ahead of time, store the zoodles and shrimp separately from the sauce. Combine them just before serving to keep everything fresh and crisp. And don't forget to adjust seasoning to your taste with a bit more salt or pepper if needed. Enjoy your shrimp zucchini pasta.